Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the 20-minute fashion distraction. I am Jackie Jenkins. You know what we do every Wednesday night? We talk total fashion, and tonight is no different. Actually, it's going to be a little different, and we're going to talk about that. So, the topic of tonight's show is recap of Fashion Week and how we take the looks from Fashion Week and actually bring them into our closet. I have a slight twist on that because I had an issue, believe it or not, with my slides. And for whatever reason, I don't know, I was not able to pull the slides up. So at first, I was going to actually replay a show that we did before. But then I started thinking about it and I said, maybe this is a good opportunity to talk with you all about topics that we should bring forth. What I'd like to do is definitely next week, hopefully by then, I will correct the slides and I can show you the trends. And actually, one of the things about Fashion Week, what we just saw over the last couple of weeks are our items for spring summer. So what I was actually going to do was go back to the fall winter shows that happened in 2020 because that's what you would be wearing now. So I will do that next week. But I wanted to talk with you all to just even get some feedback on, if it's okay with you, topics that I should be covering on the show. One of the things that and the whole purpose of doing the 20-minute fashion distraction, it came about through COVID. And it was really as a break for people as they were kind of dealing with COVID. And I thought this was a good way to kind of do something that was fun in between, but also to bring forth topics on fashion that you might think are interesting. And so wanted to kind of just get some feedback from you all. Hey, Judith, on topics that you think may be helpful. I know I raised this question to a few viewers, I guess a couple of weeks ago, and one topic that did come up was on makeup. So I'm still trying to find a makeup person to talk about. But are there any topics that you would like to see me do that I have not done, or topics that I should do again, or changes on the show? I was just explaining for anybody that's just coming on. Um, I had a technical glitch on my slides and I wasn't able to show the slides that I was going to show. I was going to do a recap of Fashion Week and talk about the trends and how you can make them from your closet. But since I can't show the slides, I didn't want to not do the show. But I figured I'd take this time, if it was okay, and get some feedback from you guys on terms of topics that I should cover. And so if you have any ideas, I welcome that. You can just drop them in the chat box. That would be helpful. And if not, I totally understand. And I also, I mean, I'm just reading the chat box here to see if any has any thoughts of what I could do for shows going forward. I know I had also gotten some feedback about, hi, mom. I was just explaining that my slides didn't work. And so I figured instead of dealing with the technical glitch, I will do the show on Fashion Week next week. But I wanted to just get some feedback in terms of topics that I could cover that you guys might think would be helpful. Or if there's any questions on fashion that you just want to ask me now that I could answer, love to do that as well. Um, oh, I love that topic. Sexy lingerie for any age. Okay. We can totally do that. I had an individual that does lingerie, but we more so focused on bra fittings. So we can do sexy lingerie for any age. Absolutely. I think that's a very great topic. Yes, yes, yes. And a fun one. Leah, oh, I love it. So you guys are putting questions in, and what I'm going to do is I am going to go back and look at ways to actually do these shows. And so, thank you once again. I just regrettably was not able to pull my slides up tonight, so I will do the show next week. But if we could take this time just to get some feedback, that's helpful. Leah, I love your question. What are some of your favorite ways to transition seasons? Um, So that's a great question on what are some of the favorite ways to transition seasons. And what I do, and it's funny, I'm kind of doing it now. So right before the season really kicks into gear, I kind of go through my closet and see what I have and what I don't have. And where I'm going with that is I'm not I like to shop, but I don't like to shop under pressure. And so I like to know as I'm going into the season that I have some core pieces. So for me, some of the core pieces as we're going into the fall, like I looked at my boot collection. One of the things that I noticed is that because we didn't do anything last year, I didn't get any boots or anything like that. So actually picked out two pairs of boots. I'm still doing a ton of shopping online, so I ordered a pair of high, believe it or not, cream slash white colored boots. And I also ordered a pair of animal print boots. And so my thought as far as transitioning, I was going to use boots as part of my way to kind of transition my pants and my skirts in. The other thing that I do around transitioning, especially from summer to fall slash winter, is take my summer kind of dresses, my maxis, definitely put blouses underneath them. The other thing too is just layering. And so jackets are great. I've noticed that there's a strong push for suit jackets now. And so actually the other thing that I've been doing in shopping my closet is shopping other people's closet. So I've been going to various thrift stores and actually looking for men's suiting. And given that my top is a little small, I'm actually looking at more boys suiting, and looking for double breasted jackets that I can wear to transition from summer into fall. Um, so yes, oh yes, the animal prints, absolutely, and taking risks with colors for all skins. Yes, that is a great topic, and I actually have been doing some research to find a colorist that we can bring on to the show to talk about that. Because one of the points that has come up around color is just thinking about new ways to bring in different hues that really tie to your skin tone. But also, a lot of times people say, well, that color doesn't look great on me. And one of the things that I am learning as I'm reading more about this topic of colors and skin tone is a part of it has to do with the saturation of the color and thinking through what that means. So yes, Judith, I am definitely looking at trying to bring someone on to talk about that. What are you most excited to wear this fall? That's a question from Jackie. So great question. What am I most excited to wear this fall? To be honest with you, anything that I could wear outside. As meaning last year, everything was basically didn't go anywhere. So I'm excited to think about what I can be wearing this fall. Some of the big things that I want to wear more of is denim isn't a fall look that I want to do more. And actually, my guest Cheryl from Indigo Vintage, she had talked about doing more kind of patches on your denim, some real classic pieces. So that those are some of the denim pieces that I'm thinking about. I'm still a big fan of like the faux leathers, so definitely like different colored faux leather pants and skirts. I'm excited about. I actually have a yellow faux leather skirt that I can't wait to wear, which I probably will wear with my white boots. Um, some other fall colors. Now that my hair is still short and natural, I'm thinking that I'm real excited to wear hats. And where I'm going with that is like I right before COVID happened, I purchased this. It's a Kango, but it's a cowboy hat. It's just really cute, 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 and wasn't able to wear it because of COVID. So I'm looking forward to wearing that. And what else this fall? I think because they're saying that this is going to be a pretty cold winter, I am looking forward to the whole outerwear and jackets. So those would be my big fall pieces. Hi, Van. I was just explaining that I had a technical issue and I wasn't able to do the slides for my piece on looks on the from Fashion Week and on the runway. So I figured I would take time tonight, if it's okay with you guys, just to get some feedback on shows that I can do. Um, and if there's any suggestions that you have about the format that would be helpful, or any guests you think I should bring on, or anything I should do different, what do you, I would love to get that feedback. Judith gave the thought of sexy lingerie for all ages. So we vote yes on that. Um, uh, Hi, Vanessa is okay. Um, and I guess going back to Jackie's question in terms of what am I most excited to wear this fall, um, I've been playing around a lot, and I don't know if you can tell, with my earrings and jewelry because like we're still doing the whole mask thing, and so I've been looking for earrings that create some excitement with the mask. So that's something that I'm looking forward to as I'm thinking about the fall. Any other questions or thoughts? I'm feeling horrible because I can't believe the slides didn't work. But I just want to make sure that I am answering questions and getting some good insight in terms of things that we can do. And next week we will hopefully the slides will work and I'll be able to show Fashion Week trends and how you do them from your closet. Any other ideas that I should bring into the show for as we go forward? Well, let me ask this question. What on the 20-minute fashion distraction should I do more of and what should I do less of? If you could just put that in those thoughts in the chat, that would be helpful. And I'm sorry to make you guys work because my slides didn't work, but this is actually helping me to kind of plan how the shows go forward. Okay. Trying to see what I'm seeing in the chat. Okay. So everything's good. I should keep going as I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Van. Thank you. Okay, well, I'll keep planning as I am. Like I said, I next week the goal, well, because we weren't able to show the Fashion Week show this week, the recap, I will do the Fashion Week show next week. And what I was explaining, the runway shows just happen, but the reality of it is what you saw on the fashion, what you saw on the runway, these last couple of fashion shows, they were actually for the spring, summer. And so I was going to go back to the shows that happened in the February of 2020 because those were for the winter trend. So I'll pull those back and I'll go through and the slides actually capture just some things that you have in your closet that you can actually use. Leah, thank you very, very much. Oh, I see a point on, upcycling and thrifting. Yes, we will do more of that. A show that I want to do, and I'd love to get you guys' thoughts on this on thrifting. So, one of the things that I do when I travel is I actually try and go to a thrift or vintage store wherever I am, it is assuming that time allows, right? And so, I would love to hear from you guys what are some great um, in your places, right, where you live, what are the great thrift or vintage stores that we would love to share? Because that's something I definitely want to do, especially now that the world has opened up. Um, yes, Jackie, you're absolutely right. We do want to we do want to do a sophisticated curation live, so I'm going to work on that. Ooh, Jackie has tips on how to shop the real real. I love that question. First of all, let me just I will just quickly say, yeah, we probably should have a whole show on that. The Real is the online, basically it's online designer secondhand items, but it is probably one of the largest ones. I think it's been actually they just celebrated 10 years this year. The thing that the Real does that's really great is they actually do authentications with their purchases. And actually, these items are from the Real. These are some vintage Oscar de la Renta's. But one of the big tips that I have on the Real, I don't know if the Real will like this, but I'll share, is that there's a feature where you can go in and click a heart, which means it's an item that you love And what will happen if that item goes on sale, then you actually get a little you get a little like message. And the good thing of that, this is a real, they only let you keep items in your shopping basket for like 20 minutes. So by clicking, if you love something and it doesn't sell, then it actually, when it goes on sale, then you actually get to be one of the people that see it on the sale. So that's typically what I do with the Real, is I will go in and they call them your favorite obsession. So I usually go in and click my obsessions and then wait to see if they go on sale. Um, and the other thing that, in terms of the stuff that I like to buy on the Real, I definitely like to buy jewelry. I've gotten actually some really cute coats on the Real. And I also, oh my gosh, I got a Austin gown off the Real, which was absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm a Real shopper. Um, Oh, Judith mentioned a place to go thrifting and vintage, and actually, we tried to go there the last time I was there. Suffragette City Vintage in Hatesville, Maryland. Which, and I can't remember. Refresh my memory, Judith, on what they focus on. But yes, definitely. And there, I guess it's kind of between DC and Baltimore, right? If I'm saying it right. Um, Oh yeah, Leah. So you tried that feature about the message on the jacket that was half off. Yes, I'm telling you, to me, that's the best way to shop real, is to click your favorite obsession. Now, the other thing I will say on that though, I have lost out on a few pieces because they got sold before they went on sale. But that's just like one of the risks that you can take. It doesn't get any better if you can find it secondhand and on sale and authenticate it. That's like even better, better, better. Um, try to see some other tips. I mean, some other ideas. What what um what are you guys excited to wear this fall? Oh, right. Before going into what you and wear, so the suffragette in City Village. That's right. They focus on Japanese kimonos, and so I know that there's been such a big push around kaftans, kimonos, and flowy items. That's right. They focus on the kimonos, and I believe I do. I can't remember if their website also, if you can buy from them online. But yes, that's what they featured. Thank you. Hi, Denise. Jackets and scarves. Yeah, jackets and scarves. Now, the jackets and scarves. I mean, excited, but I'm not ready to go to puffy wear yet. Where meaning I kind of I want to wear the cute jackets before, here in New York it gets so cold you end up being all bundled up. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of that time. Um, oh, you can buy from the suffrage. Okay, so suffragette, you can buy from them online. Awesome. Yeah, I forgot about that. They were the Japanese kimonos. Yes, that actually is great. Um, I got some good tips of shows that we will do. Definitely next week. Like I said, I had a glitch with the slides, and so I apologize on that. But I will definitely bring that topic back. And the whole purpose is to kind of once again shop our closet and basically to do it on trend. Oh, beautiful coats. Yes. Judith raises that she can't wait to wear beautiful coats. Absolutely. One of the trends that I did see is just the whole colorful, like the fuchsias, the emeralds. And so, yes, beautiful coats. I'm equating beautiful coats with beautiful colors. But I think you're right. I mean, coats are definitely going to be a big part of this upcoming season, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And one of the things that I want to encourage everybody to do as we're thinking about the fall. So I think I talked about this before, but at the beginning of every season, I kind of create my own lookbook off of magazine clippings. And so as we're getting ready to transition, I encourage you to think about, your magazine clippings and just the styles that you want to bring forth. The reason why I do that is just this helps me to be focused so that when I'm on the real or looking around, I just kind of know kind of what I want to do as far as looks. So we're at 20 minutes. you guys, thank you so much. I like I said, I this was the first time that like the slides didn't work, but they didn't work. So I will figure that out by next week. And I look forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday. Everybody stay blessed, stay well, and thank you so much for your suggestions. And we will be back next week. Have a great one. Thanks.